WBCB presents Pro Wrestling Weekly.
The longest-running pro wrestling radio talk show in the history of terrestrial radio.
And he's obviously Michael Cole.
Call in with a question or comment at 215-949-3232 or 888-922-2149.
Talking wrestling.
Yeah.
Because that's what this show's about. That's what we've been doing for over 16 years.
No. It's about sports entertainment.
And now here are your hosts of Pro Wrestling Weekly, Fearon Derry and Lucas DeSangro.
Will you stop marking out over there?
Sorry.
Move over, kid. I'm taking your microphone.
You're shallow. You know that?
I'm running on 2 hours of sleep. I don't remember what the hell I do anymore. There's the sound of the bell, and we are set to go. This is Pro Wrestling Weekly here on 1490 WBCB and online at WBCB1490.com. Fearon Derry here with you alongside... Yes, he's back.
Yay!
For the first time in, 3 months, it feels like?
Welcome back. It does feel like 3 months. I do enjoy being here very much. I always feel really bad when I can't make it. Which usually means I will spam you with text message of, I'm sorry.
Yes, Lucas back in the saddle. I think it's actually been 3 weeks. I say 3 months, but it feels like 3 weeks.
Was it? I thought it was 2. Because I wasn't here for the 28th, which, again, very sorry. And I texted you, but happy birthday. Belated, obviously, but you're 37, you're not old.
Yeah, I used that already. All right, that's enough out of that. We love you, John Sebastian, but that's enough. Okay, I was going to say Jack Spears, who's going to be coming up at the top of the hour, looking through the glass, and I'm kind of curious at what that grin's about.
You're not Ted. Sorry. I wanted to do the Brick Tamlin, you're not Ron.
No, I'm Fearon. Close, though. Oh, goodness. All right, we've got
already off to a great start.
Oh, you know it here. All right. Oh, he's letting me know that we have phone action, yo.
Already. Wow.
All right. Well, we'll kind of set things up here and then get to that as we see. Oh, okay. That's kind of who I thought it was, but we'll get to him in just a moment here. I also want to let you know about some various news. We're a week and a day away from SummerSlam and all the stuff going on in New York, so we'll get a little bit deeper into that. We'll also talk about an unfortunate injury that, let's just say that Matt Hardy may be a little bit more broken than we thought.
Oof.
And this time it is not delightful or wonderful.
Not at all.
Also, some news about your boy. Well, one of your boys. Actually, we got a few bits and pieces of news about your different boys here this week.
Yes.
All just ready to go here.
Granted, they're not qualified for my OSW boys stable, but they're qualified for the boys stable in my heart. So, wow. Holy crap. Good one. Boo. Boo. That was awful.
Take a boo, son?
No, don't take a boo. That was awful, mate.
Oh, no? Okay.
That was absolute bollocks, that was.
Oh, goodness. All right.
And so was that attempt at a Scottish accent. Oh, my goodness.
All right, here's the boo that you get. Boo! Thanks,
yay.
Nick.
Yay for the boo. As long as it's Nick Cataldi.
Indeed. Also, we've got some good news coming up as far as 3 weeks from now. We're going to push our chips into the table with that coming up. We've got a few tidbits of news on that. Also,
I see what you did there.
Some Mae Young Classic news as well. Nothing spoilerish, though.
No, it's not a spoilerish, but it is involving an injury. That was announced by WWE and ESPN.
Okay.
We have a slew of injuries this week.
Well, it's better than the show last week, or it was a slew of deaths that we were talking about. Well, I was talking about.
Yeah.
That people were calling into me and talking about because you weren't here. Something along those lines.
All right,
I'm
sorry.
I'm correcting myself.
I'm sorry.
Careful. I'm the Canadian of the group here. I'll stick to the apologies.
To my co-host, I'm sorry.
Okay, Twitch Scorpion.
There we go.
Keep it down there. All right. We've got more stuff we'll get into as well, but first, why not? Let's get into the look at the local scene early, courtesy of Ed from Northeast Philly. He must have heard that you were back and was just chomping at the bit to get on the phone. Ed, welcome to Pro Wrestling Weekly.
Here's a live boo.
Boo!
And a taped one. Thanks.
Little all around.
Anyway, Hulk Hogan turned 65 today.
We're just turning the whole show inside out here.
Yeah, why don't we just go right to the birthday segments, too?
I mean, yeah, it's kind of it's pretty much like an open secret. I mean, most wrestling fans probably knew, and I'm sure even some
had it marked
mainstream
on their
media. Well, I don't know about all that necessarily. Okay. But no, we'll delve a little bit more into him a little bit later here. But yeah, just shaking things up, going right into going right into things a little early here, I suppose. Way to get right to the
birthdays. You jerk.
Sorry, Twitch. Sorry, Twitch.
Fantastic. Yes, I was thinking.
Welcome back.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wait, why are you using him right here? And I'm like, that's why. That's good. That's a good one. Wow.
I didn't even know he was that old.
1953.
Yeah.
I mean, time just flies on by.
I didn't know he was that young. He and Ric Flair, they look like they're 50,000 years old. Wow, way to say that one, Twitch. Jeez. On a roll.
All right, so
first day back.
Yeah, first day back in a few weeks. You're just kind of shaking the rust off. I mean, at this point, all right, we've got Ed on the phone. We've already hit the birthdays.
You want to just shut the show down and just say, forget it, we're going to go home?
You know what? No, Nick, I don't. No, I don't.
Go ahead, Ed. I'm just having a few yucks here.
Yeah. Chicago is this afternoon as well at the Wrestle Factory. Solo Darling, the Hype Rockwell, Mr. Touchdown, and the Hatfields.
Mm-hmm.
All going up at Shikara up in northeast Philly there at the Wrestle Factory.
Right off of Torsil and Ashburn.
Yes.
Food there. Great food on the corner there.
I know. I've been there to that place. They've I think we've talked about it before that we've done a few remotes there for the Baseball Insider show.
A little cheap plug.
Well, didn't mention the name, but people pretty much get it all from there here. And if nothing else, it's where the origin of
Fearon Daisy is back.
Where that came from. We love you, John.
You really
Brady.
are going all in with those drops.
I guess. I think maybe it's because I feel a little more energized today. I don't know what it is.
Ooh, I like that. It's going to be you're going to have to carry this show, and I'm glad that you have the energy for it. And I'm sorry that I'm going to drain you of that throughout the course of this hour.
BTW in Music, PA at the PNC field. Gilbert, Emma, McFoley, the Sandman, and Super Crazy on the card.
Oh, okay. Was it Big Time Wrestling is the BTW there?
Yes.
As opposed to By the Way?
By the Way Wrestling.
I mean, it's a little up there in Moosic. That's that's up in the Scranton Wilkes-Barre area.
Yes.
So that's pretty much, if you're looking to get to the meet and greet, you may want to start hitting the road about nowish.
Yeah, it starts at 5, and then the bell time is 7.
But if you are going to hit the road and head out now, make sure you have your dials turned to 1490 so you can listen to us talk.
And that's going to be a good show, I think. It's Foley and the Sandman. I think they said they never get along.
Oh.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I'm taking a look here. They've got quite a few names up there. Mick Foley, Kevin Nash, Emma, James Ellsworth, Darren Young, Billy Gunn. As you mentioned, the Sandman and Gilberg, the Patriots, Super Crazy. So it should be pretty good. Except kind of already detained tonight. Other obligations.
CCW in Voorhees tonight.
CZW?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here tonight. It just well, it seems like every weekend there's something. There's a whole bunch of things going on with wrestling. It was that way last weekend. I think Evolve was in town, if I remember right.
I keep.
Yeah.
It was Evolve and Progress. They
and
did a joint
Progress
show
together. That's right.
And that other show that was the week before, I think. I'm thinking of Chikara.
Yeah. Chikara had something on the
Yeah.
28th.
I feel like they always have something going on. It's almost every week you call in and it's like Chikara and Beyond are doing a show. The rest. Wait, already? They just had one. What's? I know Quackenbush is like a mad scientist and a genius, but holy cow!
Well, yeah, I mean, as I'm looking here, so they've got something tonight, the Chikarasaurus Rex, A Deadly Secret. Then next Saturday afternoon is their Hour of Power. And then on Friday night, the 31st, they've got the King of Trios 2018 Night 1.
Ooh.
And that's from the Palmer Center, so that's a 2-night thing coming up.
Where's King of Trios going to be at?
It is from the Palmer Center.
But like where?
Easton, I think is it?
Yes, in Easton, Pennsylvania. So, yeah, a couple hours north of us here.
I was going to say, last year they did it in England, didn't they? Or was that 2 years ago?
Really testing my memory here.
I'll look it up.
Because
I was looking up, you know why? Because I was looking up Mike Quackenbush versus Johnny Kidd, which happened. It was Johnny Kidd's final match, and he called out Mike Quackenbush to put on the shiny pants one more time. Yes, it was last year.
The segues that go through this man's mind. I can't even say this child anymore. He's like 20 now.
You can say young adult. That because really, to be fair, I'm only man on legality. If I said that in the right way, I'm only a man in terms of like the law, because, yeah. I probably always will be a man just in terms of the law. Young at heart, but also have an old soul. It's weird.
And there's Homestead Boys Club is having a show tonight. Both Super Crazy Pro Wrestling.
Yay.
Not to be confused with the wrestler Super Crazy that
will be somewhere else.
Yeah, who will be at the BTW, the Big Time Wrestling event. It's starting to get a little confusing, it seems like.
Too much wrestling.
Crazy.
Too much wrestling.
Yeah, too much of a good thing. I know we've dabbled in talking about that before. I guess we'll go back to there if Raw expands to 4 hours.
Yeah, that's about it.
Then pay-per-views will last the whole day.
Yeah,
all day.
Pretty much. All day, every day. All right, well, thank you so much, Ed, for the look at the local scene here. And what a local scene it is. There's certainly plenty going on, and then some. And that doesn't even include what Twitch and I'll have going on here, as tickets are just $5 tonight for the MFPW at the world-famous Monster Factory, 541 Mantua Avenue in Paulsboro, New Jersey, where fans will get to decide who faces the Red Scorpion for the MF Network Championship. Will it be Nicholas or Bender?
Oh, no. Oh, the poll ended.
The poll ended?
It's Bender.
Oh, it is in fact Bender. Okay. I did not check this morning to see.
Get your tickets. This is going to be entertaining to watch.
Bender against the Red Scorpion.
Oh, I can't wait. I feel like Nick versus the Red Scorpion would be like really competitive, but if you're really looking for like an entertaining match, I adore those two. They get to be too much at times, but I do.
You can relate.
Yeah, but like they're just like.
Go on.
I'll tone it down if someone. There are times when I'm able to. And make an attempt to tone it down, but sometimes it just feels like they don't attempt at all. They just let it all go. I'll at least try to have some restraint. I'm not going to say that I'm successful in those attempts, but I'm aware that sometimes I can be too much. Sometimes I just feel like they're not aware at all. I say you're digging a hole, son. You're digging a hole. You're digging a hole, son.
Pretty much. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Also, we're going to have a very, I talked about competitive matchups. The main event tonight, wow. Manny Soriano versus Leon St. Giovanni of Ring of Honor for the MFPW Heavyweight Championship. I billed it yesterday as the present versus the future.
Yeah, although, I mean, both of them certainly have a bright future. I mean,
yes. Well, I
make
mean,
it seem like LSG's long in the tooth all of a sudden here.
Well, he's been at the MFPW for a very long time, and that's what I meant in terms of the MFPW. In a short time that Manny Soriano has, he and I sort of started around the same time. Granted, he started training a little bit earlier because I had to finish school, but the amount of, I'm really pulling for him tonight. I'm not going to lie. He's accomplished so much. If he wins tonight, I'm pretty sure he'll be a Grand Slam champion. MF Network champion, tag team champion.
Yeah, thanks to the Freebird rule.
Supersonic champion.
Yes.
If he wins tonight, Grand Slam Manny.
He would be the first Grand Slam champion in the history of the MFPW.
And he's only been there for he hasn't been there as long as LSG and Royal and all them have. So for him to oh my gosh, I'm really pulling for him tonight.
Also, Tyga Watson defending the middleweight medallion against Hyena Hex. There's a tag team gauntlet for the MFPW Tag Team Championship. You'll see Unstable as well as Primal Fear. They've certainly had blood boiling over. Also, South Philly's Finest in the mix with now Rocco, so who knows what involvement he's going to have. And the wild card factor coming up from MCW, Maryland Championship Wrestling, Robbie and Bobby.
Yes, I've been in a locker room with them a few times. They're very very entertaining and very talented.
And then Classy against Classic, Max Sterling against Eric Martin. Also Royal Money defending the Supersonic Championship against your former tag partner, TJ Reyes. And we're going to stop there because that's a sensitive subject. All that and more.
I was going to say, can I also... I don't know if you all have been paying attention to the artwork I've been posting. But I do have...
Go on, cheap plug.
Thank you. I was going to ask permission. I wanted to ask permission. I will be selling my prints of Finn Balor, the El Generico and Kevin Steen drawings, my Jeff Hardy drawings, and then my newest one, due to that little mishap I had last show, I will post them in the classroom with your permission.
The classroom?
Not the classroom.
You'll post them on the WBCB Pro Wrestling Weekly Facebook fan page.
I'm tired. I'm sorry. I completely botched that. Just like I did last Saturday. So, all comes together. Full circle.
Oh, Fred.
Oh, Fredo.
No, Fred is in Fred Ottman.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Okay. Oh, goodness. All right, let's take care of some business here and come back and try to...
Get into some news.
We'll try to regroup here. We'll at least see what we can do with you here. Alongside Lucas Twitch DeSangro, I'm Fearon Derry. This is Pro Wrestling Weekly here on 1490 WBCB and online at WBCB1490.com.
You won't see termites crawling across your floor, but thousands might be devouring the wood in your walls, weakening the structure of your home. For over 50 years, termite proofing and pest control of the Delaware Valley has been in the exterminating business. If you think you have a pest problem, they're the experts. Call them today at 215-639-5455. That's 215-639-5455 for TPPC. Termite proofing and pest control of the Delaware Valley gives your home or business peace of mind, knowing your pest problem is in their hands. Located at 1560 Bristol Pike in Bensalem, they use only EPA-approved material applied by licensed technicians. Call Termite Proofing and Pest Control of the Delaware Valley at 215-639-5455.
The Army National Guard is committed to keeping the country safe and our community secure. Composed of hundreds of thousands of citizen soldiers from all walks of life, the Guard is always ready to respond to local or national emergencies. We protect the homeland. We're always there when called upon, and in every state and territory, we stand guard for our communities. To learn more, log on to NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the Pennsylvania Army National Guard. Aired by the Pennsylvania Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Hi, this is Smiling Lou Powers, here to invite you to join us every Wednesday as we broadcast Sunshine Music Memories live from the Philadelphia Protestant Home in the Northeast. We'll be playing the music that you remember in a setting you will love. Philadelphia Protestant Home is located at 6500 Tabor Road in the Northeast, and I will be there live every Wednesday, 10 a.m. till noon. Come out and listen, dance, and make some new friends. Sunshine Music Memories live from the Philadelphia Protestant Home every Wednesday at 10 a.m.
Experience the spirit of giving when you enter Flowers by Jenny Lynn. Whether it's for a wedding, a birthday, or just an I'm thinking of you, Flowers by Jenny Lynn has the perfect gift. Feast your eyes on the bright hues of the season in their fresh flower department. They also carry a wide variety of flowers daily from around the world, including tropical flowers, wildflowers, roses, and seasonal floral mixes for every taste. Flowers by Jenny Lynn also carries unique gifts, like gourmet jams, candies, and cookies. Serving the area for over 25 years, Flowers by Jenny Lynn is your Fairless Hills florist. Stop by their beautiful shop to see for yourself, located at 100 Trenton Road in Fairless Hills, or check them out online at flowersbyjennylynn.com. Give them a call today at 1-800-547-4551. The number again is 1-800-547-4551. Flowers by Jenny Lynn, the art of fresh flowers.
He's got the Luigi death stare from Fearon, so he might have...
I didn't give you the Luigi death stare. That's not true.
You're breaking kayfabe.
Breaking kayfabe. Gonna break something else during this commercial.
There we go. That's what I like to see.
And now, more Pro Wrestling Weekly with your hosts, Fearon Derry and Lucas DeSangro.
Are we getting into that controversy again?
I know how it feels, and it's not fun.
Welcome back to Pro Wrestling Weekly here on 1490 WBCB and online at WBCB1490.com. Fearon Derry and Lucas Twitch DeSangro here with you.
Yay. I'm back. Though I haven't really been doing that well, I'm just happy to be back in a chair, talking wrestling with one of my good friends, one of my best friends.
Indeed. So let's get on into that here. So, a few different tidbits here. Matt Hardy announcing via social media that his lower back and pelvis have started fusing together. So it's definitely broken in a different sense. You didn't hear about that part, did you? Or
no.
Okay. Yeah, he theorized that the issue was caused by performing top rope leg drops, specifically earlier in his career when teaming with his brother Jeff Hardy as part of a tandem maneuver called Event Omega.
Yeah.
The top rope leg drop from Matt and the top rope splash from Jeff at the same time.
Off the top of ladders and off the top of...
that probably hasn't helped.
Yeah.
He has, though, worked recent events and may perhaps look into fixing long-term damage at some point down the road. At least I would certainly hope so. All right, the first of your multiple boy stories here.
Yes.
Mike Johnson of PWInsider.com reporting that Dean Ambrose is expected to return to the ring within the next month.
Yay, Dad! You're almost back.
He has been sidelined since December of 2017 when he underwent triceps tendon surgery. The original WWE timeline called for a September return, but WWE seems to add a little time to the projected time, so it leaves the door open for Ambrose to maybe return this week or perhaps at SummerSlam.
I don't know. I want to see him return at SummerSlam as much as I feel like they're going to save it for the night after SummerSlam. Because
possibly
they always like Balor. When Balor got injured, remember, he was probably able to go until the Royal Rumble, and then they saved him for the night after Mania.
Yeah, I mean, the only logical way I could see him being brought back sooner than that is given that his buddy Seth Rollins currently feuding with Dolph Ziggler over the Intercontinental title, and because of Drew McIntyre's interference on Ziggler's behalf, it's been giving the show off the advantage. So maybe Ambrose could return and be in Rollins' corner at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Kind of even the odds.
Fair enough.
Almost like, I was about to say, wow, that's almost 25 years ago now, of Walter Payton being in Razor Ramon's corner for the Intercontinental title as Shawn and Diesel. Diesel was the Intercontinental champion and Shawn was in his corner.
But wouldn't it be great if perhaps he shows up like he's going to help Seth win, and then he turns? And we see another fantastic feud of Rollins versus Ambrose, only this time the coins flipped. So many ways this could go.
It's not a totally ridiculous theory. Not totally ridiculous. All right, so for those looking to check out the All-In event headed by Cody Rhodes and the Young Bucks coming up in 3 weeks, well, some good news came your way thanks to Rhodes and the Bucks as well as Hangman Page, and well, here they are to tell you about it, courtesy of their Being the Elite video.
My fellow Americans, it is with a heavy heart that I make this next announcement. I will be suspending my 2020 campaign for the Senate.
What? Bro, no!
I'm sorry, Dallas. I'm sorry.
I'm looking forward to that campaign.
But you know what? There's another announcement, a better announcement, an announcement that we should have already made. All In, where you can watch it, where it will be broadcast. An event this ambitious, with this much scope, it can't just be one place. But for starters, All In will be live on pay-per-view, so check your local listings. And right now, I'm gonna throw to Hangman Page for more information.
That's right. All In will also be available on Fight. Fans, you can interact with each other using our unique in-program chat feature. Wait, that's not it though. Matt and Nick, where else can you see All In?
Thanks, Hangman. The first hour of All In is going to be on WGN America.
Oh, thanks, Nick. Yeah, that's right. WGN America. Starting at 5 o'clock Central Time, you'll get the first hour, All In 0 hour, for free. WGN America. Go to WGNAmerica.com. Guys, we'll see you on September 1st at the Sears Center.
So there you have it.
Ring of Honor also announced later in the week it will be streaming for Honor Club members.
Oh, okay. So a little Brucey bonus there in a sense.
And almost an incentive.
Yeah, it's kind of like, all right, a little link up with Ring of Honor. And interestingly enough, that WGN America is in the mix. There was a little rumor going around for a while that ROH was going to be on WGN America. Didn't quite come to fruition, but maybe that could lead to something down the road. Who knows?
Indeed.
So that certainly could be fun. And also added to the all-in mix, good old Arrow TV series star Stephen Amell returning to the wrestling ring at the All-In event. He's officially announced for a match against Christopher Daniels.
Ooh. I'm guessing Amell wants retribution for Christopher Daniels trying to frame Amell of being the killer of famous Richard wrestler Joey Ryan, for those of you that have been keeping up with Being the Elite.
Yeah. Way to keep that way to keep that as clean as you can.
I learned from the best. Meaning you.
I was going to say, working with somebody else now? No.
Stop it.
Yes. Amell is friends with Cody Rhodes and has wrestled against him in a tag match from the SummerSlam 2015 event. And Amell and Neville, back then, how things change in 3 years, defeated King Barrett and Cody's Stardust character.
Ooh.
Yeah, what a difference 3 years makes. Cody has made several appearances on Arrow as the Derek Sampson character and will be returning to the CW television series in the same role when the 7th season airs in the fall. It's also worth noting that Amell earned a lot of respect with the WWE locker room for taking his appearance seriously and putting in as much prep work as his schedule would allow.
Yes, he really... and I love that because he really wanted to make a... Most people just... I would assume a lot of people just don't care. It's like, oh, I'm going to be on WWE television. And then Amell just said, you know what? I want to actually look good. I don't want to make a mockery out of this. It's nothing but respect.
And that certainly is a good thing. So, we mentioned the CW TV series. Some other TV news. WWE announcing a press release on Tuesday that E! Entertainment has renewed Total Bellas for a 4th season. How's it already gotten up to 4?
They do like 2 seasons a year, I'm pretty sure.
2 seasons per year. It feels strange. Kind of like how Survivor's up to like 30 seasons, even though it's been around for the last, 15 years or so?
Yeah, I don't get it. But it's how it works these days.
Yeah, I think even Family Guy got into the act of that.
No, a lot of places now just take mid-season breaks.
Oh, is that okay? They do half seasons. That's what I think I'm confusing it with. But anyway, Season 3 of Total Bellas saw Nikki make one of the most challenging decisions of her life in deciding to call off her high-profile wedding, and Brie balancing being a new mom and a successful businesswoman with her sister, and of course it also covered Daniel Bryan's sensational return to the WWE ring. The third season also gave viewers a glimpse into Nikki and Bree's continued growth as entrepreneurs as they expand their businesses and launch new brands, from apparel to wine, with Birdie Bee and Bella Radici. Interesting. So that'll be set to come up this fall, along with Season 8 of Total Divas.
Wow.
As that debuted 5 years ago, I think. Yeah, back in 2013.
Yeah. Yeah, they're probably just doing 2 seasons a year.
Or maybe they started to do 1 season a year and then upped it to 2 a year. Who knows?
Probably.
So also, well, since we're talking about the ladies, the Mae Young Classic 2018, WWE announcing it'll premiere on Wednesday, September 5th on the WWE Network, and it will air after NXT each week leading up to the finals at the WWE Evolution pay-per-view on October 28th.
Yes.
And they also announced that the Mae Young Classic broadcast team will feature Michael Cole, Beth Phoenix, and Renee Young. Also, Kathy Kelly and Shadia Saiso will serve as the backstage interviewers, and Kayla Braxton will handle the ring announcer duties. Now, the tapings of that occurred this past Wednesday and Thursday, and, well, without giving any spoilers, there was one notable piece of news that you can hop on in here with Lucas.
Yes, I will post the full story from ESPN in the classroom. Again with the classroom. Darn it.
Yeah, I was going to say, school's out for summer. What are you doing here?
My apologies.
I guess you're getting ahead of yourself here.
You know what it was? We had a Facebook group that I was on, and they've been posting in recently from Bucks for improv class.
Okay.
And it was called The Classroom. I'm sorry.
Oh, all right. So you're already.
They've been just posting in it like, hey, who wants to get together? And it's like, this isn't what this group was used for. Disperse. Now it's starting to make me screw up on the radio. More so than usual. I'll post it on the Facebook page, the full story from ESPN, but Tegan Knox, formerly known on the independent circuit as Nixon Newell, suffered a broken leg. Referee, during her match at the Mae Young Classic tapings, referee threw up the X. It's just a real shame considering last year she had to miss the Mae Young Classic because she tore her ACL leading up to it. So, really is a shame. I'll post the full story
up on the Facebook fan page.
Yes,
I got you there with that. Alrighty, and we'll get into some other things, including at least one, actually no, 2 of your other boys coming up here. But first, we're at that time right around 12:38. So, well, you know what time it is.
Time to talk about our friends over at the Broken Goblet.
Most certainly.
Yay!
Yes, the tunes continue over at the Broken Goblet Brewery, 1500 Grundy's Lane in Bristol, PA, where tonight at 8 o'clock, DVT Entertainment presents an evening with Ryan Gaugen. Easy for me to say. There'll also be food from the Doggone It Dogs cart. And it's also a Firkin Awesome Saturday featuring the Fools and Kings Belgian Double, infused with the tea from the 2017 Bubba's Tea Bag, the Rotagrutze tea. Got some nice. It's a nice German flair of some black currant and elderberry and a few other. I think blackberries in there as well. A few other nice things that should make for an interesting combination between the two. And don't forget some of the other weekly features, including Sunday Bloody Marys and Bloody Flights, as well as brews from noon to 5. Tuesdays bring Jackbox.tv on the big screen, free to play from your cell phone. Wednesdays, Lucas, you know more than a little about this, are open mic night with Brian Bortnick.
Yes. Very fun time, 7:30 to 10. Yeah, 10 o'clock usually. I mean, sometimes it goes a little bit later, but bring a guitar, and even if you don't have a guitar, just want to sing, just show up. No excuses.
Never mind. I'll leave that alone. Probably better that way. Well, I guess the only excuse I could think of is I don't have a guitar, but that, and I don't think anybody necessarily wants to hear me sing.
That's not true. I'm sure there's someone.
Plus, knowing my luck, I'd do something stupid like this.
He broke 6,000 guitars, never drew a dime.
Oh, Jeff Jarrett, Mike Graham.
Never drew. I just love how he just puts
swivels
his head in a figure 8 motion, like never drew a dime.
Yeah, definitely worth checking that clip out. Thursdays, meanwhile, have the house musician Mike Estabrook, who plays tunes and has the new Esta Bingo, which can help you win chances at a quarterly jackpot that also half of it goes to charity. Fridays are live music from a variety of acts, and Saturdays are a hodgepodge of events. Sometimes it's music, movies, sports, games. You never really know. And then the brews, well, there are a bunch, but currently on tap, you've got the 2018 Bubba's Tea Bag. There's also Hefner, the German-style wheat beer, Gyroscopes and Infrared IPA, Pineapple Sweet Stash, which is a pineapple wheat beer, Steinbeiser's Buried Treasure Cream Ale, the Farmhouse Saison with wildflower honey added, known as Tom Bombadil, and Yin Yang Oatmeal Stout. Just a few reasons why it's always a good time at the Broken Goblet Brewery, 1500 Grundy's Lane in Bristol, PA. Broken Goblet Brewing, the semi-official brewery of Pro Wrestling Weekly. Please enjoy responsibly. Coming back, we've got more news and notes and also a little SummerSlam talk and all the rest of the stuff here, and we'll see what else Lucas can do to unintentionally entertain here on Pro Wrestling Weekly. He is smirking at me so angrily right now. At least I think I'll be back here. We'll see. This is Pro Wrestling Weekly here on 1490 WBCB and online at WBCB1490.com.
Hello, I'm Dan Breen of Bucks County River Country, the world's river tubing capital. And I'm out here on the Delaware with a bunch of other folks. Hey, guys!
Hey, Dan!
And we're having the time of our lives. Listen, if you haven't been to Bucks County River Country, you don't know what you're missing. We've got tubing, canoeing, kayaking, rafting, and our tiki-style Riverside Cafe to whet your palate. You'll have loads of fun with the family, friends, or even a company outing. See for yourself. Check out our webcam at rivercountry.net. And while you're there, make your reservations online. Discounts are available for groups of 20 or more. Remember, the average water temperature is 80 degrees, and it's so easy to get here. We're just 8 miles north of New Hope, Pennsylvania. Don't miss out on the most fun you could have this summer. Come to Bucks County River Country, the world's river tubing capital. Hey, Holmes, we love to see you wet.
Buy your season pass for Bucks County River Country online today at rivercountry.net. That's rivercountry.net, or call 215-297-5000.
All commentators heard on WBCB express their own views. Their opinions are not necessarily those of others on WBCB, including the staff and management.
I'm Henry Carpenter, a certified elder law attorney, and we're at Bucks County Elder Law, a life care planning law firm. The aging of roughly 77 million baby boomers sent a silver tsunami over all aspects of business, including healthcare, finance, real estate, and law. Our lifestyles are different now, too. Adult children may not live near their parents, and many of them are working full-time, and so are their spouses. At Bucks County Elder Law, we recognize this paradigm shift. There has been a change in thinking when it comes to planning for and taking care of our elderly. A paradigm shift is a revolution, a transformation, a sort of metamorphosis. It just does not happen, but rather it is driven by agents of change. Bucks County Elder Law has embraced these agents of change by providing an integrated approach to the legal care, financial care, and quality of life care for our clients. At Bucks County Elder Law, we empower you to make the best legal, care, and planning decisions for you and your family. We invite you to call us today at 215-493-0727 to schedule a free initial consultation. Join us each Tuesday at 9 a.m. for Senior Legal Strategies right here on WBCB, and to visit our website at www.buckscountyelderlaw.com.
At St. Mary Medical Center, they're on a mission to help you live your healthiest life. Learn more about their advanced technology and innovative procedures, as well as the small steps you can take to be your healthiest self. Meet their highly trained physicians and skilled professionals. Count on St. Mary for experience, brilliant technology, and the most powerful medicine of all, simple human kindness. St. Mary Healthline every Wednesday at 9 a.m. on 1490 WBCB.
Pro Wrestling Weekly presents Today in Wrestling History, August 11. On this date in 1997, WCW Monday Nitro aired live from Denver, Colorado. In the main event, Randy Savage defeated Kurt Hennig by disqualification. On this date in 2003, WWE Monday Night Raw aired live from Moline, Illinois. In the main event, Goldberg pinned Ric Flair in a no disqualification match. On this date in 2008, WWE Monday Night Raw aired live from Richmond, Virginia. In the main event, Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase Jr. defeated Batista and John Cena to win the WWE Tag Team Championship. On this date in 2012, Ring of Honor held its Boiling Point pay-per-view. In the main event, Kevin Steen defeated Eddie Kingston in a no disqualification match to retain the ROH World Heavyweight Championship. This has been Today in Wrestling History, August 11.
Welcome back to Pro Wrestling Weekly here on 1490 WBCB and online at WBCB1490.com. Fearon Derry and Lucas Twitch DeSangro here with you, and we got more wrestling news and things to get into, including another one of your boys here, Sami Zayn.
Olay.
Yeah, well, he underwent left shoulder surgery on Wednesday morning. We had talked about it a little bit a few weeks ago. Zayn had a torn rotator cuff repaired in his left shoulder a couple of months after undergoing surgery to repair a torn rotator cuff in his right shoulder.
Yeah.
Lots of over-rotation.
I think it's from all those pumping of the arms and just over-exaggerating his movements. I think that's really what got him there.
I'm hoping it was a little facetious.
Right.
Okay. With the second surgery in the rearview window, the countdown can begin to his return. The typical recovery time for a torn rotator cuff is 4 to 6 months, so it could mean a possible Royal Rumble return and more than likely back in plenty of time to work WrestleMania.
Or the night after.
Because,
yeah.
Also, WWE released a video after Wednesday's NXT television show that featured Aleister Black lying unconscious outside of Full Sail University. Black had suffered a groin injury and reportedly underwent surgery that is expected to keep him off of the NXT TakeOver Brooklyn card. He had been scheduled for a triple threat main event with Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa for the NXT Championship. And, well, the video released by WWE is an injury angle, presumably done to write Black out of the match, and It was turned into a nice whodunit.
Yes, it's right.
As long as it isn't Rikishi, I think we're all right, though.
He just did another favor for Triple H, apparently. But it was announced yesterday or Wednesday. It will now be Tommaso Ciampa versus Johnny Gargano in a last man standing match for the NXT Championship in the main event of TakeOver Brooklyn 4.
Huh, how about that?
And the internet goes wild.
Yes, it does. And speaking of things going wild, we're going to go over to the phones here as we're joined by none other than... Yes, that's right, our lovable good friend, the Fugazi wrestling fan, Mike Samsel. What's going on?
Hey, guys, it's Mike on the mobile. First time, long time. How are you?
Linger longer.
Oh, gosh.
Bone dry.
All right, first off, is Twitch sitting down? I don't want him to get hurt or anything.
Any more than he already is?
Yeah, I was going to say, emotionally, physically, what are we talking here?
I was going to... Are you actually, hurt, or was that just...
No, I just meant his pride.
Well, I mean,
it didn't look comfortable.
Oh, what, when I fell?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's not what I'm hurt from, but yes.
Oh, you're picking on him about the Twitch trip?
Somebody on Twitter yesterday, set that video in slow motion to R. Kelly's I Believe I Can Fly. So there's that.
That's amazing. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine, because I'm running with it while the iron's still hot. I'm selling artwork I did of it tonight. Twitchy don't trip.
So that's excellent. Did you get the UF Up Cham? Is that like a first?
No, it's a family show.
Yeah, it's a family show. They don't go ECW like that.
Most of them just laughed, and then it just went silent.
And I, to my credit, I covered it over on commentary, saying that you were so eager to get your hands on your opponent TJ Ray's that your timing was thrown off.
It was that, and I usually I'm a righty, and I realized I'd hit him out to the outside to a point where I wasn't going to hit him with my left. It just would have been awkward. So then I just really, everything just went
askew.
I saw him, and the game plan I had went from I'm going to beat him up to... Yeah. No.
Hey, man, here's the thing. It happens. Not everything in a real fight goes the way you hope it goes. So...
Yeah, most of the time I'd hope I have a chance, and next thing you know, I'm staring up the lights, wondering why my jaw hurts so much. But, you know...
happens. So, I've actually kind of flipped, by the way, to change positions here. I kind of like Roman Reigns now.
Why is that?
Okay, now you're trolling.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I don't believe you, because I like Roman Reigns. I'm not a huge fan, but I like him, and I'm just starting to be like, I don't know what your deal is with this. Why? Why do you like Roman Reigns?
Well, so here's the thing. I think he gets I've come around to the fact that he does get an unfair rap.
Thank you.
It is not Roman Reigns' fault that seemingly the majority of people who have a voice on the internet hate Roman Reigns. It's not his fault. He's been booked into a terrible position, and the dude delivers. Like, when is the last time? One of my big complaints about Cena was I never thought Cena could carry anybody to a great match, okay? I thought if you put Cena in with Punk, Bryan, whatever, he is exponentially capable of having a great match. But I don't think he couldn't carry the Big Show. He couldn't carry Kane, whatever.
He was able to carry a few people to good... Like, he was able to get a really good match out of Sandow.
Yeah, I agree with that. But Roman Reigns is having genuinely good matches with Brock Lesnar. Again, they're not 7-star Tokyo Dome classics with,
I'm not even holding...
that super plancha.
I'm not... But at the same time, I wouldn't hold a Roman Reigns match to that standard. I just wanted his matches with Brock to be like the one they had at Mania 31. Because that was a slugfest, and I loved it. But the other ones were just...
I thought 32 was a good match.
That wasn't...
And not just because me and Fearon drank an entire bottle of tequila that night.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah, no, that wasn't
hard to say that.
But I'm talking about Reigns and Lesnar.
Right.
Not Reigns and Triple H. That's different. Triple H and Reigns have all the all the ability to have a fantastic match.
Sure. I think I do. I think Reigns has been booked into a bad position, and at this point, as I've gotten older, Fugazi Wrestling Fan has realized one thing. The entire show isn't for people like us, right? We're wrestling nerds. We're into this. We love this. So we get a 30-minute Iron Man match with Dolph Ziggler and Seth Rollins. And, we get Finn Balor. And we get all those kind of matches. And, for the main event, the fact is the main event has to be more mainstream appeal. And there is a bigger mainstream appeal to the average wrestling fan of, these two King Kongs running into each other. And at the end of the day, as much as we hate to say it because we're armchair bookers and what have you, it's a business, and Roman Reigns is maybe kind of best for business.
How about that?
I'm so proud of you, Samsel.
Yeah, I think I've kind of come around, and because I'm still me, don't get me wrong, I haven't entirely turned over a new leaf. I love angry internet wrestling fans.
Oh,
oh, God, is it amazing.
Oh, it's like a fine, it just makes me so happy.
Makes me so happy.
As long as it's not affecting me, I love it. I love it.
No, I am what you folks like to call a natural heel.
Heel by nature.
You don't say. I never would have thought.
No, not me. Certainly not me. So I think just because of my heelish tendencies, and just kind of the older I get, and listen, a lot of my friends have kids now, right? I don't. But a lot of my friends have kids now, and I see their reaction to, Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar, and Lesnar doing what he did to Heyman, which Heyman was excellent on Monday, by the way. I don't think that's necessarily a hot take. And it just kind of was like, oh, I get this now. Like, if you go back and watch the Attitude Era, Austin only had about 5 moves himself,
And a generation prior to that, so did Hogan.
Right, right. So this isn't particularly new. We're just old and bitter now.
Truer words couldn't be spoken. Mike, thanks for the call. We got to get rolling here, but greatly appreciated. Don't be a stranger.
You got it, guys. Enjoy. Thanks for taking my call.
All righty.
I'll be waiting
Mike
off the line
Sansel.
for your answer.
Yeah, sweet mercy. All right, we got a couple of minutes here and so much more to get into. Curveballs getting thrown here. So Renee Young's going to be joining Michael Cole and Corey Graves on the Raw broadcast team this Monday. Coachman has another obligation. So it's a historic moment that it's that Renee Young will be the first woman doing commentary for Raw.
Yes.
Also, speaking of the ladies, Maria Kanellis announcing via social media she suffered a broken wrist while training for her return to the ring. She noted she'll be in a cast for 6 weeks, but she still looks to be recovered in time for the Evolution pay-per-view October 28th. Great news for Ring of Honor and New Japan fans. The Ring of Honor and New Japan Pro Wrestling G1 Supercard event sold out Madison Square Garden. No standard tickets remaining on Ticketmaster. It'll be held on April 6th, the night before WrestleMania. They sold a bunch of tickets for the pre-sale, and it took less than a half hour of the general sale yesterday for the remainder of the tickets to be purchased. NXT TakeOver will be running the same night in Brooklyn, and that should likely also sell out the Barclays Center.
Yes.
So,
what a time to be alive. What a time to be a wrestling fan. Holy
certainly.
crap.
And then one more bit of news from the Good Friends, Better Enemies files. Colt Cabana. Well, here's how he's doing. He filed a $1.2 million lawsuit against CM Punk over legal fees stemming from the defamation lawsuit that WWE physician Chris Amon filed against them.
Damn it, Punk.
The Chicago Tribune reporting that Cabana claims in the lawsuit that Punk told him in a text message that his legal fees would be 100% covered, and Cabana alleges that Punk later asked him to pay half of the $513,736 that Cabana accumulated as part of the Amon lawsuit before later writing, "You are on your own." It's worth noting that they initially had the same legal representation in the trial before Cabana opted to hire a separate attorney. Regardless of who's right and who's wrong, it's a shame to see this to see this happen to the two longtime friends. They seem to be on good terms coming out of the trial, but I mean, they even shared a hug after the jury ruled in their favor. But
that was before Punk decided to, say you're on your own in terms of legal fees.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got about 2 minutes left here, so it's time for
birthdays.
Feels good to say that again, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
All right, 3 plus 3 Brucey bonuses. And this date in 1953, not that we didn't already talk about this in the beginning of the show.
Thanks,
Ed. Terry Jean Bollea was born, the controversial actor and WWE Hall of Famer, former 6-time WWF World Heavyweight Champion, 6-time WCW World Heavyweight Champion, and 2-time Royal Rumble winner, along with many other wrestling accolades as one of the most popular professional wrestlers in the history of the sport, better known as Hulk Hogan, turns 65 today. Also on this date in 1957, William Matthew Sierra was born. The former pro wrestling referee and manager in WCW and the WWF, but perhaps best known in ECW as that referee turned heel manager with that annoying metal P whistle. Bill Alfonso turned 61 today. And on this date in 1992, Kaylee Ray was born. The Scottish female professional wrestler was part of TNA's British Boot Camp 2 in October of 2014 and wrestled in last year's Mae Young Classic. She turns 26 today. And the Brucey bonuses, 3 of them here. On this date in 1946, John Conley was born. Country music singer with 7 country chart toppers. Ted would know about those. Turns 72 today. On this date in 1967, Joe Rogan was born. Stand-up comedian, actor, and UFC color commentator and interviewer. He's 51. And on this date in 1983, Christopher Hemsworth was born. The Australian actor best known for his role in the Marvel Cinematic Universe as the role of Thor in 6, soon-to-be 7 movies. Most recently, Avengers Infinity War, turns 35 today. That's going to do it for us. We'll be down at the MFPW tonight. Come check it out. And until next time, Nutsy, why don't you go and play us out here?
1 o'clock in all's well.
Celebrating 60 years of broadcasting excellence, we're 1490 WBCB.